What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne.
I'm Isha Wayne.
And thank you for joining us in another video. Today I wanted to do a quick drive review of the 2021 Mercedes-Benz E-Class, more specifically the E450. We visited this car previous times in the past, so we do have several in-depth technical reviews on this vehicle on different trim levels. So if you're interested in the E-Class, be sure to check that out. So when it comes to the E-Class, this generation was introduced to us back in 2017. This is a refreshed model, and this one is just about at the end of its life cycle. When you talk about the E-Class, the first thing that comes to my mind is the quintessential luxury midsize sedan. So if somebody asks me what's a good luxury midsize sedan, the first thing I'm gonna think of is the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. So when it comes to the exterior, it's a nice, clean, modern look. This has Mercedes-Benz latest design language. Of course, you have all LED everything. So from your headlamps to your tail lamps, everything's LED. You have that modern grille and just the modern aesthetics of a luxury sports sedan that Mercedes-Benz kind of incorporates into every single vehicle that they do. Coming to the side profile, when it comes to the E-Class, in my experience in this generation, there's nothing really distinctive about the side as compared to other models in the lineup. So there's nothing striking about it. You know, it kind of just gets the job done. They played it safe when it comes to the exterior design on this one. Now this one is featured with the 19-inch 10-spoke AMG wheels that provide a nice overall look to it, and they pop out nicely against this graphite paintwork as well. Taking a look at the back, again, that traditional language that Mercedes-Benz has in all their vehicles right now. This kind of looks like a baby S-Class, the previous generation S-Class, now that the new generation is here. Isha, what do you think about the overall exterior design of this car?
Oh, it's very nice. It's very lovely. I like it.
So it's a nice luxury looking vehicle, but it doesn't have any of those striking lines that make you kind of jump out and be like,
very classy.
Yeah, classy. So it's simple yet elegant. Now this is the E450 model. We've reviewed the E350, and that's powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder power plant producing 255 horsepower. This E450 is actually powered by a 3-liter straight 6 with the turbo and the Mercedes-Benz EQ boost system. So your output's going to be 362 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, connected to a 9G automatic transmission. 0 to 60 is in about 4.9 seconds. So you're looking at over 100 horsepower increase between the E350 and this E450 model. So if you guys are wondering what the difference is, that's it right there. If you're looking at the E-Class, I strongly suggest going with the E450 because you're already spending close to 60 grand. When it comes to the 350, you might as well go with the extra power. So this is the acceleration
Very nice and smooth.
that the other E, that the lower end E model did not have, right? That 2-liter 4-cylinder just wasn't cutting it.
No, but that was nice and smooth. I didn't feel like we were going to skid off
Right,
or something.
right. So it's nice and linear acceleration, and that's thanks to the 48-volt Mercedes-Benz EQ boost system, which is going to fill in any gaps that you might experience while the turbos spool up. So it gives you nice and linear acceleration, and also has other benefits to it. You know, your traditional engine ancillaries such as your AC compressor and water pump, those are now electrified. So, you know, they're beltless. Those are typically belt driven in other vehicles, but that EQ boost system is going to allow you to just have all that electrified or have it powered by motors. Also, when you come to a stoplight, the engine will cut on and off, and that EQ boost system will allow that to be a seamless transition. You're not going to feel that the engine stopped. The engine stopped now, and I bet you didn't even notice.
No.
So
some of those other cars, you can tell it goes. It
has that judder
goes,
to it,
yeah.
right? The EQ boost system has
Right.
eliminated that, and
Right.
that's one of the best features about this car. I talk to a lot of people about cars, and I get a lot of questions. And one thing, they could be looking at any car, and one thing they always ask me is, what is the deal with when you have it on the fuel savings mode, the car shakes at every light and stuff like that. That's
Right.
annoying. That's gone in this car.
Mm.
So I think that's a major point worth bringing up if you are looking at the E-Class. So the interior, this is done in a nut brown, and I think that's striking.
I think it's very nice. The exterior has it's brown, but it has a little bit of that sparkle in it, right?
Right.
And then coming to the inside, it's definitely decked out with different tones of brown that accent the exterior. Very, very nicely done. From the wood grain to, like you said, this nut brown, just to like the caramel colored stitching in here. This is very nicely done.
It's a very classy vehicle for sure. This interior, Mercedes-Benz, in my opinion, they're known for putting out the best interiors in the segment. And this screams luxury. That's why I say when it comes to a luxury midsize sedan, I'm thinking E-Class. This screams luxury. Look at the way everything just flows nicely. You have the silver accents on the wood trim as well, with the air conditioning vents and your speaker grills, right? You have the dual 12.3-inch display system here. That's now touchscreen. You also have the MBUX system, so you can speak to the car as well, and you can control this infotainment system via this trackpad in the center console and buttons on the steering wheel as well. So several different avenues to get yourself control over the vehicle's features. So you're not just tied to using a touchscreen. The steering wheel feels nice in my hands. This is high quality, definitely covered in a nice smooth black leather. Grab that steering wheel, feels good.
Yeah, it's nice.
It feels pretty good. And of course, all the controls that you would expect on the steering wheel are there with these touch capacitive buttons. Behind the steering wheel, I do have a shift paddle for downshifting and upshifting, and then of course that 12.3-inch fully configurable digital display there. I love these thin film transistor displays, nice and vibrant and high quality, and I think Mercedes-Benz has some of the best in the segment. At the top of the dash, you do have a black injection molded material there, nice and curvaceous.
Oh, it's like a little overhang.
Yep.
That's really nice so that you don't get the glare from the windshield.
Exactly.
It makes it very hard to see.
Exactly.
Hey, duh. Right?
Right. It's the simple things.
Yeah.
Right? The seats, of course, are nice and comfortable.
Very. Of course. I mean, would you expect anything less?
Wouldn't expect anything less in a vehicle of this caliber. This one does have 3 levels of heating. It doesn't have the ventilation option that is available. These seats also offer different massage options if you want to go with that option when checking the boxes on your specific E-Class. But easily, these are seats that you could just chill out in for several hours, right? And enjoy the smooth ride. And part of that smooth ride is also brought to you by the air suspension that comes in this vehicle. If you're getting an E-Class, go ahead and check the box for the air suspension because it completely transforms the ride of this vehicle, making it one of the smoothest midsize sedans on the market right now. I will say that. And this is just, Isha, this is a vehicle that is, heading towards the end of its life cycle. Mercedes is getting ready to replace this.
Aww.
Right? So we've seen the new S-Class, the new C-Class is about to hit, so the new E-Class is coming.
Aww.
And for this to be leaving the segment, look at how nice it is.
Right. Well, that means that it's going to be something else.
Right. So, doesn't feel like a vehicle that's getting ready to meet the end of its life cycle. Right. That's how techy and modern the interior design is with the LEDs, the curvaceous wood paneling, the display screens. Look at the door panels, how much detail went into that. You have your seat controls that are nice and visible right there. I like how they're mounted on the door and not on the bottom of the side of the seat. I want to actually be able to see
it.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah. Did I hit the right thing?
Yeah. So I like how you're able to just see that, and that's right there for you. Door panels also have nut brown accents as well, and then storage on the bottom of the door. Let me go ahead and put my foot down in it a little bit more. So nice handling.
Yep.
This is very nice handling. Pretty quick, 0 to 60 in 4.9. There's also an E53 model available, giving you 429 horsepower if this is not enough. And of course, you have the full fat E63 with the 4-liter bi-turbo V8 if you're insane. But I love how the power band is decent. starting at the E450. The E350, not so much. But I do feel like I have a great sense of control when it comes to the handling on this vehicle. It definitely has the power to give you the acceleration you need, especially if you live in a city like Atlanta, when you want to merge on the highway and people don't want to let you merge on. Put your foot down in it and you'll be on your way.
Right.
So this really feels nice overall. Seating in the back, again, plenty of space back there for a mid-size sedan. If you need more, that's when you got to start looking at other price points, because we're talking S-Class territory, right? When it comes to the sedans, you essentially have the C-Class, the E-Class, and the S-Class. Let's just keep it simple there. But the seating is decent back there, and you have pretty much the same high quality that you see up front back there if you take a look there as well. But overall, I must say, this is just, it's a nice looking car. It's an excellent handling car. The interior noise level, what do you think about that?
Oh,
It's quiet in here,
yeah.
isn't it?
I've been so unbothered. Honestly, I feel like I just want to take a nap.
Right. It's so quiet, you forgot to even mention
Yeah,
it.
I usually mention that.
Right. So it's like, it's a nice cruiser and it has decent power.
Like, seriously,
It's quiet.
very nice. It's quiet. I'm comfortably planted. You know, the light coming in from this panoramic roof. I like the fact that it's kind of split, and you know, even in the back it has part of the roof, the sunroof, which is a very nice touch. Hey, I'm happy.
Yeah. This is a nice vehicle for sure, by anyone's standards, you know, starting around 65,000. So if you're looking for a nice mid-size luxury sedan, I would definitely say the E450 is worth checking out. So Isha, do you have any closing thoughts on this one?
I think you said it all. It's very nice.
It's a nice vehicle. And that nut brown really just set it off. It's something that pops out at you. When they drop this one off, you know, it's just like, oh man, it's an E-Class. But I look at the interior, and when I open the door, it's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, the interior definitely has a wow factor. The exterior, not so much. But when you open it, it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know, they snapped on the interior.
Oh, that's really nice. Did you see how
Yeah,
that came up?
yeah. I think they call it like traffic light assist or something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I need
So
that.
this car has a ton of safety features, like the lane keep assist, the cross traffic assist, blind spot assist, traffic light assist, assist. Yeah, student loan assist. No, it doesn't have that. But
Does it drive? Drive assist.
of course, it has the parking pilot. We reviewed that in a separate video a few years ago. I'll go ahead and drop the links to all the E-Class videos we've done, so you guys can check them out. We really went in depth in a lot of features that this car came out with when it was first released back in 2017. You know, typically, you know, I know the S-Class is the big boy that gets all the tech, but usually the E-Class, a new E-Class comes out, you know, relatively soon after that, and Mercedes-Benz always adds these additional features, you know, that aren't going to be seen in the S-Class until the S-Class gets the refresh. So when this new E-Class is coming out, don't be surprised if there's some tech in there that you haven't seen before. Mercedes-Benz is good for doing that. But overall, I think that's about it. This is a nice, smooth ride. We're going to run some errands in this E-Class and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So guys, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please watch any other videos I've done if you have some extra time. That will definitely help the channel grow, especially when it comes to fighting this YouTube algorithm. So until next time, thank you guys so much. And I'm Ben Wayne, the automotive reviewer that YouTube deserves.